Hi, my name is Kevin McDonald, and I'm declaring my independence. Independence from what? Why, negative thoughts and energy, of course. Chief among them, hate, division, and fear. You see, I know that we're all one, and together we can solve any problem, save our planet and each other. Please, join me as we come together as one and choose a better way to be. So now, let's begin with my independence report. And welcome, everybody, to my Independence Report. It's Thursday, and what happens on Thursday is, in conjunction with Michael Stover from MTS Management, we get to play with people who are artists and are musicians and singers and songwriters from all different genres. And this is one of my favorite genres because this is jazz. And we're going to be talking to Louise Cappi for the next hour or so. And we're going to have a great time talking to her and playing some of her music so you get a feel for what she does. She's got a brand new, dare I say it, a brand new song that just dropped. And we're going to be playing that as well. So, cool. Louise, how are you this morning?
I'm great. Better since I'm talking to you.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We were talking before we began, and you were originally from New York, and now for the last 20 years or so, you've been in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
Can't think of a better place to be a jazz singer.
Right. Yeah, it's fun. It's great.
And you've been playing down there, and you're a singer, songwriter. You do your own stuff, and your voice is beautiful, and you'll be able to hear that in a couple of moments. It's just great to have you here, and I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much. If you come down to New Orleans, look me up.
I will. I will. If I ever get out of this COVID thing.
I know.
Tell us about the latest work that you did, because you wrote this during the time of COVID, and there was a lot in the messaging that you wanted to get people to understand.
Well, like everybody else, I was sitting on my couch for a couple of months, and I was watching the news.
Yeah.
By the way, I gained 8 pounds, but anyway.
It's COVID weight. It'll go away. It's okay.
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, and I was watching the news and not only the COVID, but the riots, just everything, the climate change, all the fires and the floods. It just was bombarding me and everybody else. And I just started writing thoughts down on paper while I was sitting there gaining weight. And, I just started thinking about how I could help with what I do. I'm not a medical person, first responder. I'm none of that, but I do know how to write songs, and I will use what I know to help address what people are feeling. And that's what I tried to do. I want it, and hopefully it so far, it's really been great. People are really responding to this particular song, Hope. The album is going to be called Hope. It drops in September, I think 10th. Got to ask Mike. And Hope, the song, dropped earlier this month.
I understand it's doing really quite well as well.
Yeah, it is. It's mega charts on iTunes, Spotify. It's doing really well. And
all the biggies.
All the biggies, yeah.
So let's talk about you. Now, you come from a musical family. Your father was a jazz musician of note, and he taught you a lot over the years, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. I mean, even from a couple of weeks ago, we were listening to this old tape that we have of me at 4 years old with my dad singing Mary Had a Little Lamb and all this. And I said, and I wanted to grab the microphone, and he kept saying, baby, you're going to break it. But so it started at like you know, a young age. And then I want to say, like, when I got into high school and out of old enough, he would take me on gigs in the city in New York. And most of the time I would just watch. Once in a while, if he felt I was prepared, I'd get up and do a tune with the band or two. And then the rest of the night he would just yell at me. But it was it was a great experience. And he was cool. He taught me about theory. I don't, I play a little keyboard. I'm not a great piano player or accompanist. I leave that to the real musicians that can really play. But I know enough theory and enough keyboard, enough music that I can write to accompany my own lyrics. Then I give it to my real musicians who have master's degrees in music and piano and guitar. And then I say, here, put better chords to this song. And then we take it from there. But
it must be being a singer-songwriter. It must be just dynamic being in New Orleans with the numbers of really great musicians that are down there.
I tell you, the latest band, the one I've been working with since COVID, we did a lot of rehearsing because there was really nothing else, with masks on, of course, but and we worked on this album together. We would meet, and then I would say, here, I got a tune, let's work on this. And this went on all year until we got the album together. These guys I'm working with are all really young cats. They're one just got his master's degree in jazz guitar. The other ones have their BA in music, and like they're all under 30. So I'm Mother Goose. So yeah, but you know what? They're really amazing musicians and really good kids. I can call them kids because I have kids that are older than them. So yeah,
well, yeah. You look fabulous. So you must be what, 35?
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. You're my best friend.
You're so welcome.
And you look pretty good too, buddy.
For an old dude.
I know. Hey, what's wrong with old? You know what I say? I say I put the boom in baby boom.
Exactly.
And that's
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Well, we're just more experienced than some of the younger kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Yeah. I think that we have more to say, of course. We've been around longer. What do I know about hope? a long time of hoping and praying for things. So, I had to, I felt like I had something to say about that.
Let's talk about that song because I know it just recently dropped, and that's a single that's out. We're going to play it in a minute, but how did that song show up in your life?
Okay, of course, I told you earlier that I was watching a lot of TV, and also I used to be a chaplain before COVID for Toro Hospital here in New Orleans. I have a degree in theology, although I'm not a very religious person. I consider myself a spiritual person. So I was an interfaith chaplain, which means, I went and prayed, with Muslims. I prayed with, any religion. But anyway, one of the protocols that we would do when we went in to see the patients is at some point ask them, what do you hope for? What do you look forward to when you get out of this hospital? And, this was oncology patients. This was very sick people. And we let them talk about what hope was for them. Oh, hope to see my grandchildren. I hope to get married when I get better. I hope, whatever it was. So with writing it, I drew on a lot of that. And I would walk my little baby dog who passed away recently.
Oh,
And while I was walking, I would just ask myself, what is hope? What does hope mean to me? And I have no answers, just questions. And then when I got back, I would write down the question and then set about trying to answer it for myself.
first of all, I'm so sorry for your loss. I lost my dog last year, and it is the hardest experience to go through.
Oh, I'm so sorry too. She was my baby. Oh, yeah. But, we had good times with her.
Are you going to get another baby?
I don't think so. I've just been so busy and I can't really, they take a lot of care and love, and you can't be out a lot. You don't want to leave them alone. And so, maybe sometime down the line. I don't know. We'll see.
It's hard. I feel the same way because when I lost my dog, I'd had him for 14 years and the previous one before him for 8. So I've always had a dog, but they require a lot of care. And quite frankly, I don't want to go through the downside again. I don't want to lose them.
Amen. I know. Exactly. Can I start this over again? I can't do it. So
it makes it really hard because I have family members that have lost animals and they feel the same way because it is the most painful thing to look into their eyes as they're leaving their body. And
oh, my baby. And now what I do, my daughter has a cute little pup and I let her stay here sometimes and then I give her back. It's like grandkids, my grand dog, I give it back. And so
absolutely,
that's how I get around that one. So
well, and I'm, for one, first of all, thank you for your service and to help people and be a chaplain and doing what you're doing or doing what you did.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're still doing that or not, but
not right. Things, I just have,
things are crazy.
Things are getting busy. I'm thankful for, but maybe I would like to go back maybe soon.
One of these days, we'll have to have another time where we can talk about your work doing that and helping people, giving them a little bit of hope, especially if they're a cancer patient.
Yeah.
And I lost my brother in October, and I lost my mother on the 17th of this month. So
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, honey, that's so recent. Yeah.
It is, and but it's important. The work that I do is important because I really feel dedicated to it, and talking to people like you, it makes it really worthwhile for me. So I'm very happy about being able to talk to you.
Yeah.
And so let's do this
right.
so that everybody can get a great idea of what it is that the music that you put together and what you sound like and what your band's like. Let's go ahead and play Hope. And then we've got another song lined up later on, which is Matter of Time.
Yeah.
Matter of Time. And so we're going to play with that. We're going to have a really good time with it. And are you ready to play this one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Now I put this together myself. This little montage that goes with it. So I hope you like it. So.
Okay. All right,
this is Louise Cappi, and the name of the song is Hope.
Hope is a song in the night. Hope guides you from the darkness to the light. Fills the heart that longs to be whole. Hope is the anchor of the fear-driven soul. What is hope? It's the strength in your veins. It gives you the courage to try again. What is hope? It's the steel in your spine. It takes you to the finish line. Hope the power to set the prisoner free. It holds in its pocket the master key. Hope reaches out a helping hand. Hope is the road to the promised land. What is hope?
What is hope?
It's the strength in your veins. It gives you the courage to try again. What is hope?
What is hope?
It's the steel in your spine. It takes you to the finish line. Hope is the antidote. What is hope?
What is hope?
It's the strength in your veins. It gives you
Hope
the courage to try again. What is hope?
What is hope?
It's the steel in your spine. It takes you to the finish line. Hope is the antidote. What is hope?
What is hope?
It's the strength in your
What is
veins.
hope?
It gives you the courage to try again. What is hope?
What is hope?
It's the steel.
And that is Louise Cappi. My goodness, you got a set of pipes on you.
Thanks.
That is beautifully done.
Oh, thank you. I want to give I'm sorry. Go.
Go ahead. Give a shout out.
Well, I also want to give a shout out to my son-in-law, who was the producer on this album, Mr. Paul Longstreth, who is a great producer, musician. He has toured with all the greats, played with the greats, and he took this album to celestial levels. He just really, his knowledge and ability just really helped, and so I just wanted to throw him some props.
Absolutely. You know, it's a great producer can help a lot, but you have to have the guts and the bones and everything already assembled like you did,
Right.
and then he can adapt it and add to it, and it's nice to have somebody else think about it. And he's a relative. That even is better.
Yes, sir. I told my daughter he'll be a good one to marry. And actually, I introduced her to him because we used to work together. He's a great piano player, and so yeah, he. Yeah.
There'll be people that are listening that will be that'll putting some comments up for you, and Kayla says God bless you, and she also says what a beautiful song, love your voice, your soul speaks loudly in your music, and that's
Oh,
cool.
thank you, honey. You're beautiful too. I see your picture.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it is, your voice is soulful and powerful and great. It must be really a lot of fun too. Your backup singers were all dynamic too, so it must be
That
really
was
fun.
me.
Huh?
The backup singers. It was me and Paul, my producer.
We
We stacked them.
Probably shouldn't let that out of the bag.
I know.
But so you have beautiful voice on multiple occasions. Then
Yeah. Oh.
that is really cool. It's fun to talk to someone like you because you've been around and and are you planning on touring as soon as COVID is over, or what are you going to do when the album?
Yeah, we're going to be in October. We're going to be going up to New York. I have a show up there. We're just working on it now at the Triad Theater in New York City.
Oh wow!
And it's a beautiful little theater. It was an off-Broadway theater, but it's just gorgeous, and it's a great venue. And so we got that one booked, and we're trying to work a few other cities. If anybody out there has any great venues they want to plug us into in Connecticut or New Jersey or anything, we're available.
So
Yeah,
are you gonna get in your tour bus and go driving up the highway, or are you gonna fly up there? What are you gonna do?
oh, honey, please. I'm too old for that. I'm taking Delta or Southwest. The friendly skies. No, tour buses are over for me.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, something really decked out. But yeah.
Well, I get that Hope is going to be I think it's going to be a big deal because right now in our country, we need as much hope as we can come up with and as positive as we can make it, because it's been tough the last 18, 20 months.
It really has. It has loss of life, businesses. I mean, the people in this country, though, are very resilient.
You're right.
I think, I mean, they just keep going. They keep going, and I applaud them. Most of the people I applaud them. They lose their business. They just, they cry, they hurt, and they just keep going. Also, you said just in this country, the whole world.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is, global. It's incredible. I mean, I think about 9/11. That was here in our country. I remember because I lived here at the time. The hurricane
Katrina. I was going to mention that.
Yeah, that was devastating. But this is like, wow,
Yeah, it's all over. But I'll tell you, surviving Katrina, that must have been a whale of an experience to do all that.
It was wild. That was a crazy thing. Yeah, it was. I wrote a song it's on my last album, Melange, called Bellanola, and it's a tribute to New Orleans. Really, it came out of that whole experience, and you guys can find it on YouTube if you want. But anyway, it's on the Melange album. But I wrote that too out of what we experienced from Katrina, and it was a tribute. And it was, we recently had our 300-year anniversary or celebration for New Orleans. People here are pretty tough, they bounce back. So
you gotta be, especially. I can't see. I live in the Northwest. And I live in Seattle. And the reason I live in Seattle is because we don't have any snakes here. We don't have spiders to speak of much. But I just can't imagine living in a place where you're flooded and the snakes are everywhere. And it's lordy. I could not survive it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've never been up that way north, but I would love to come up there. I would love to go up there. I love the rain, and I do, and I like cool weather. I'm from up north, so this hot weather gets me. But
oh yeah. Even we have a great club here called Jazz Alley. that would be a great place for you to come visit and stuff. So maybe I'll talk to Michael about that. See if we can get you up here to have some salmon and Dungeness crab.
I love that, and I love all of it. And then I could meet you.
That would be awesome.
Real time, real
person to person.
Person to person, yeah.
Although this is like how we're gonna do stuff in the future, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's good.
It's
you get all over the world in like one little screen, you know.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to talk later on today. I'm going to talk to somebody in London, and so I get it. I talk to people in Sweden. I've been very, very fortunate to be able to get some really top-notch talent to come here and talk to me, and then this will be on YouTube and all of that. So it's great fun. And you are a delightful lady, by the way. I just wanted
Thank you. You too. You're not a delightful lady. You're a delightful gentleman.
I'll be a delightful anything you want.
Okay.
I'm old now. I'm good with that. As long as you call me, don't call me late for dinner. Is the only thing.
That's my mother said. Yeah.
Exactly. So shall we talk about Matter of Time? That's also on the new album. And that's another song that you've written, and tell us about that. What does that mean?
Well, to say a little bit about the album. The album is a little bit of mix of serious stuff, life issues, and then I lightened it up. Matter of Time is like a bluesy, my man done me wrong kind of song. Yeah. And so, but I have other songs, so it goes back and forth like that. I have a song on the album that's called DQ Guy, my Dairy Queen guy, which is a tribute to my husband. And and it's very funny, and it's a jazz tune, real jazz, but the lyrics are hilarious. So we go back from, the good book says a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. And so some of the songs are happy, and then some of them are hopeful. And so that's about it. Matter of Time is, you did me wrong, but I'm going to be okay.
That's a beautiful message. By the way, I just wanted to comment that earlier you said that there's some things you cannot do, but I'll tell you what, if you can write songs that touch people's hearts and get into their soul, they can't think of anything that is better than that, because there are people in this world that you're going to touch and you'll never know how or why, but they ran across your song and you're going to touch their heart.
Oh, thank you.
I can't think of anything better than that.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. You're a beautiful soul yourself. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much, young lady.
Yeah.
It's
corny. Okay.
Yeah. No. What is the process of writing a song for you? Is it the lyrics first? Is it the music? Is it both?
It's both. Sometimes it's the music, and then sometimes it's a lyric, and I got to find something. I got to come up with something that fits that lyric, and vice versa. But yeah, so I don't really but I like to write. I like to come up with an idea, of course. And here's the thing about my music: I want my music to be music of depth, with depth. That's really important to me. And because there's a lot of music out there that's not very, and I like good melodies. I want to write good melodies. That comes from my jazz background and, that kind of thing. So, and there's lots of music out there, lots of young people doing pop stuff. And you know what? Hey, that's great. It's got its place. It's fun. You dance. But I want to inspire people to think. I want to inspire people to imagine good things, and that's mostly why I write, and that's where I'm coming from.
It's important that I don't know about you. I'm a little older. I remember the 70s. I remember the 80s.
Mhm.
And I remember the 90s. And I would love to see music return, at least popular music, return to those those roots. And those, I
Mm,
think they were a lot more challenging and they're a lot more complicated and they meant a lot more than because now folks can sit in front of a computer and
yeah.
can create a song, but it's not the same.
Well, it doesn't really, I don't want to say skill. It doesn't, a lot of them don't use musical instruments.
Right.
And I tell my musicians who have studied and gotten their master's degree, like my son-in-law, and I appreciate all the years of practice and the work that you put into mastering your instrument, because I benefit from it and I recognize it if nobody else does. I am so happy to work with them because of their years of, not easy. They put their time in. And to go and just press buttons on I guess that takes a certain amount of skill, but not necessarily musical skill. So
Well, and the other thing
I
that
hope I
must
don't lose anybody saying that, but
the other thing that must be just a little bit irritating to you is they've got this thing, and I know that you know about it. And they got this thing called auto tune.
yeah, yeah.
that somebody that is a powerful, wonderful singer like you, and then somebody else comes along and they can't sing a note, but they use auto tune, and it's got to be frustrating.
It's a ripoff. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Well, you and I are of one mind on that.
Yeah.
Because it and Kayla May's right. It takes more talent to put together a song, put together the arrangements, to produce it, to make it sound really good, and then to layer the things, the voices on there that make sense. And it's a real art form. What you do, and then to go play live would be with a great band would be nothing short of remarkable.
Yeah, that's the fun part. All the work happens before you hit that stage, and that's the fun part. Yeah.
What's it like being up
Oh,
on stage and singing?
it's fabulous. My show too. I don't get up there and just sing. I guess you can imagine. Like I had a steady residency at a club for 2 years in New Orleans called Mahogany Jazz Hall, and we had the best time, and we really connected with the audience, and that's fun. That's really, you get to. I met some really great people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Live performance is fun, and you can be spontaneous and improvise, and it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could sing a note, I'd do it, but I can't sing and I can't play, but I can listen. So that's what I like to do, is to listen to great people like you do what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. What do you have your look? Everybody's got their gift. Even if they don't know it, go find it. Find out what it is, and do it. You know.
Exactly. And that takes, how can I put this? It takes a little seasoning to be able to understand that. So, when you're in your 20s and your 30s, you're thinking you're going to live forever, but and you also don't think that you can maybe do some of the stuff. I'm talking to you, Kayla May. Some of the things that you think that you can do, you need. It's great that you understand that you have these gifts, and then you work very hard. I imagine you've worked very hard in your life to own the gifts that you have, and to be able to present them the way you do.
Right. And only now am I starting to get at this age, and that's cool with me. But any real recognition beyond the city that I'm living in at the time. So that's rewarding for me, and believe me, I soak it up because I don't know how long I have. I mean, I'm not checking out tomorrow, but I hit the peak. I'm on this side of my life journey, and so I appreciate it maybe more than even young people do.
I learned a valuable lesson this past weekend, and that is, my mother was 90. She was committed to living to 102. I talked to her on Wednesday. My sister talked to her on Thursday. She was she played bridge on Thursday afternoon. She still was driving. And Saturday morning, I got a call that she'd passed away. So you never know when your time is, how long you have. And so take each day and no regrets. Live it to the fullest.
Right. That's it.
And make sure that the people that you love know that you love them, and you treat them right, and you tell them that all the time, because you don't know when will be the last time you get to say that in person.
Yeah, it's so true. And a lot of young people don't get that, and that's okay. They will someday. But I'm so sorry for your loss. But I know how that feels. I lost both of my folks, and it took me a long time to get over each one of their passing. So,
well, it was funny because we were a family of 5. My mom and my dad, my brother, my sister, and me.
Mhm.
Now we're 2. Three have passed on, and so it's like this getting old thing. I'm not sure I like this part.
I know that I don't like that part about it. But yeah, you got just can't change it, so you just gotta go with it.
That's right.
Make
So
the best of it.
just do the best you can and keep going. Now, what we're going to do now, Louise Cappi is our guest, and we're going to play Matter of Time for you folks, because I think that you will enjoy this. I enjoyed listening to all of your music, and these 2 in particular. So
Great.
with that, then, oh, by the way, was the montage I put behind it okay?
Lovely. That was so sweet. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Really good. Some of those pictures are from a while back, but it's cool to see them. It's a body of work. It's good to look back. And I had black hair.
Well, but it is about your body of work, because of all of the work and all of the skill that you use to make it happen. It is about you and your body of work. So I think it's great fun to, and you also have got a great sense about you and a great sense of humor, based upon the some of the pictures that we played. With the hats and with the different things. That was great fun. So in any event, this is Louise Cappi, and the name of this song is called Matter of Time.
I used to think you would always be mine, but you've changed. You've crossed the line. You're gonna get yours, baby. It's just a matter of time. When we met, you were sweet and kind. The way you treat me now, it ought to be a crime. You're gonna get yours, baby. It's just a matter of time. Someday you're gonna find yourself all alone. That ain't no place you wanna be. But me, myself, and I, we can make it on our own. Just you wait and see. Whoa. I should have seen the signs. I know what they mean when they say love is blind. You're gonna get yours, baby. It's just a matter of time. Someday you're gonna find yourself all alone. There ain't no place you wanna be. But me, myself, and I, we can make it on our own. Just you wait and see. Whoa, long ago, I should have seen the signs. I know what they mean when they say love is blind. You're gonna get yours, baby. It's just a matter of time. Someday you're gonna find yourself all alone. That ain't no place you wanna be. Yeah. Oh, but me, myself, and I, we're gonna make it on our own. Just you wait and see. Yeah. Oh, just you wait and see. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's just a matter of time.
And that is Louise Cappi, and it's Matter of Time. And it's one of those songs that is going to be on everybody's list of songs to play when you're getting a divorce or having a breakup. And I'm going to be fine, damn it.
A divorce party.
That's right. There's some people that should have a divorce party. They may not, but but I think that's wonderful because me, myself, and I are going to be just fine. Thank you very much. I hope that song wasn't out of personal experience.
You know, it wasn't. I mean, I've been married a long, long time, so we're cool. But I have had, you know, I did have a past, and I drew a lot from that. So.
Oh, exactly. And you know that happens if you haven't had your heart broken at least once or twice in your life, you just haven't lived, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it happens.
Yeah, it's part of the growth process, you know.
Yeah, that's great. So you've got the album coming out, and is it as they say in the can, ready to be dropped, or are you still working on it?
Oh no, we're done finally. It took us a year.
Oh wow!
We took our time, over a year. We took our time. Basically, my producer, he really is a stickler, and I'm glad because sometimes I say, oh, it's good enough, and he's, yeah, no, let's go back and tweak this or tweak that, and he was a blessing to have. Having a good producer makes a big difference, let me tell you. So I've made albums by myself before as the sole producer, and that's crazy. But anyway, it's coming out, it's done, it's ready to go.
And it does September 10th? September
10th, yes.
That's the day before my birthday.
Aw, so. You're a Virgo.
I are have been my whole life.
Yeah.
And
my mom us. Yeah,
Yeah, and 9/11 means something different than it used to for me because
I
that's my
know.
birthday as well. So
Wow, 9/11. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I should throw this out. Anyway, in my studies, biblical studies, some commentaries and some theologians believe, I don't know if this is true, that Jesus' actual birthday was 9/11, on 9/11. How they came up with that, and I don't know, smarter people than me, and I don't even know if it's accurate, but that's kind of interesting, huh?
I think that that would give me a good reason to have my birthday on 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Louise, I have really appreciated having you on the show today. It's been great fun,
Oh,
and
you were. I can't believe it. What is it? Almost an hour here. This
yeah.
went so fast. It was really fun.
Well,
I
I'll tell
feel
you
like we
what,
are best friends. We could just be good friends, you know?
we could be, and I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, when the album drops in
Yeah.
September, would you come
Mhm.
back on the show?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Good, good, because we can talk more about the album and different cuts and different songs and stuff, and that would be great fun. And I love to support people that are positive and are doing great work in the world, and you
Yeah.
are.
Oh, and you're doing great work too. Thank you for having me. I would, you know, people like you helped me get out there, or I would just be sitting in my living room.
You're you're too young and your voice is too vibrant for you to
Thank
just be sitting in your living room.
I,
Well, before we go, I wanted to ask you, your voice is so powerful. Did you take singing lessons when you were a kid, or is this just you?
Well, you know what? I did. My dad hooked me up with this great vocalist coach when I was in my teens, and a couple different ones. And I don't know, they just tried to make me sound more operatic or something. And so he said, you know what? They're trying to take away your natural, what you got. So I just did what I do. Yeah, it was just a born thing and a good ear from my daddy. I picked up. So
I'll tell you what, you have a powerful voice. Can you sing all night and not hurt yourself?
yeah, I can. But like last night, we did an outdoor concert in New Orleans. Oh, God bless! It was so freaking hot. But oh, and we did it. Almost 3 hours it was, and yeah, it was. I'll tell you, 20 years ago it was a breeze, but so now I pace myself. But yeah, I can go. I can keep going for a good amount of time.
Well, I appreciate your talent and who you are, and the type of person you are, and I would love to see a show of yours. It would be 3 hours of fun.
Amen. It is, and I harass the audience if it's live, and they love it. The more you harass them, the more they love it.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. By the way, we've been talking with Louise Cappi. Go and download the song. And by the way, this is my little speech I like to give, is that these people work very, very hard to make music and to present music for you. Do not steal their music, please.
Thank you.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Go to her website, buy the CD when it comes out in September, but don't steal these people's music. They work far, far, far too hard to present that for you, and they deserve to make every dime that they can from it, because it is good stuff. And so that's my little speech I like to give everybody, because I think it's a crime that people are pirating music.
Oh, I want to just say real quick,
Yeah.
I loved the little montage you did for that one too. That was great.
Oh, well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Now,
Yeah.
this is the time of the show when
Okay.
I step aside and I give you the opportunity to tell our audience anything that you would like them to know about anything.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, first of all, like you said, please check out my music and download it, not just stream. I have a lot to say. I wrote that album for you, everybody. And I have things I want to tell you all. and I hope you'll take a listen. What else do I want to say? Also, I do want to mention my website is louisecappimusic.com. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. What else? Yeah. And yeah, just go check it out. I think you'll love it, and share it with your friends. And I guess that's about it. I don't know.
I know I threw that at you, and
Yeah.
it sometimes it's hard to come, but you handled it beautifully.
No, well, I try.
No, you did fabulously well, and the secret is in your music and the messages that you are giving people. And please, when it comes out in September, first of all, download Hope, which just got released a week or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so download that. Don't stream it, download it. And then in September, when her full album comes out, you need to go buy the CD. One question I also like to ask people: have you thought about putting it in vinyl? Is that?
I don't know. We have to talk about it. I don't know. I was doing the CD thing for so long, and then now vinyl and streaming is the big thing, and I've had to wrap my head around that. This music industry is just always changing. Yep. And so I didn't think about vinyl. I don't know. I'll have to talk to my producer. Maybe I'll talk to Mike Stover, my manager, and we'll see it. People
what I'm hearing is that for people who really, my son being one of them, people who really, love music won't really listen to CDs, or they won't listen to MP3s because it doesn't do the song justice as vinyl does.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
And so, especially with your voice and with the type of music that would be an album that you would just put on and play it front to back and in vinyl. It would be, and the nuances, and I'm sure your producer, he knows far more than I, but the nuances of the music and the undertones and the different things, they come out and are much more vibrant. At least that's what I've been told. My ears aren't good enough, so I don't know. Well,
no, I've been hearing that lately, and I'm going to talk about it seriously. Thank you.
Plus,
I hadn't seriously considered it, but yeah.
Plus, you can get $30 or $40 for it.
I know, right? I know. I have to stop being so idealistic and think more about show me the money.
They really do go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You deserve to be compensated for what you do, because what you do, it took a year for this thing to get accomplished. Right. And you deserve everything that you should get.
Thank you.
Okay, enough of that.
All right.
So if Louise, if you'll stay right there, I want to talk to you after this. I've got to do this, and then I'll be right back.
Okay, doll.
Hey, and thanks for listening to this episode all the way to the end. Hey, pretty cool. Hey, don't forget to follow us so you can receive regular updates and new posts. And remember, take care of each other, because each other's all we've got. See you next time on My Independence Report.